Right, London today. There's been a huge change over the last 5 to 7 years with regards to London. Investment, infrastructure, things such as congestion zone, low emission zone, cycle hire schemes. This morning I led by example and came in on an electric scooter from Park Royal, did about 11 miles in about 35 minutes. The main reason for being able to do that was opening up the bus lanes, not only to taxis, but to cycles and also to motorcycles. Probably cost me 35 pence to get here this morning, and in middle of rush hour. Also, cycle superhighways, also having a very good effect. Up-to-date situation though, if we look at year-to-date on air quality from London's monitoring statistics, it's quite a gloomy picture. As you can see from the image, all the red dots are where we're exceeding current levels. Green dots are where levels are achieved. And interestingly, the cross dots are where there's no more any monitoring stations. A lot of that is actually down to budget cuts at regional level. Very interesting detailed study that's come out from King's College in London this year. They did a detailed analysis into human exposure into air pollution in London, and they specifically looked at motorcycles and cycles doing a very similar journey time and exactly the same route over a number of different areas in the city. And the results were quite startling. On this same journey, although it would take you double the time on your push bike, you would actually inhale 10 times more pollutants than what you would on a motorcycle. And the other very interesting factor is that if you were travelling in non-rush hour, your exposure was decreased by up to 50%. So it really does show the impact of the rush hour on the city's air quality. 2009, the Mayor of London delivered the electric vehicle plan, very exciting times. And as you've heard from many of the speakers today, there's a huge infrastructure been building up. Latest stats from Source London as of last week, there's currently 714 charging points open to the public domain, and by 2013 they're aiming for 1,300. Outside that, there's also, as other speakers have said, for example, Asda's this year, by the end of the year, all Asda's branches will have electric charging points. Sainsbury's are currently on 60, and many other large companies are following suit. Looking at 2015, up to possibly 25,000 charging points. Give a comparison at the moment, in Amsterdam, there are currently 5,000 charging points. Source for London last week confirmed there's actually only 500 registered users currently on the Source London scheme. And out of the 700 odd charging points, the majority of all the first installations have either been the older fashioned slow charging 3-pin, some dual pins. However, from about 3 months ago, all the way through the UK, all the charging points are now going to fast charging. Mainly because, obviously, if you're using cars, you don't want to be sat around for 3 or 4 hours to charge up. As we've heard, electric car technology has not been taken on by the masses at the moment for a variety of reasons. Not only is it expensive, but latest figures are pushing quite a bit further to hybrid technology, where charging points on the street is not essential. And we've currently got a problem that two-wheel electric vehicles only currently take the older 3-pin technology plugs. So therefore, all future electric points in the City of London and all the way through the UK, we're alienating a whole breed of vehicles. A couple of interesting stats from the motorcycle industry. 85% of car commuters in the city area are alone in their vehicles. Average daily commute, this goes up to 25 miles from the centre of London, is 8 miles. And average journey time for a motorcycle is 50% faster than the average car. Belgium did a very detailed analysis late last year comparing motorcycle commuting compared to cars, but they found that if only 10% of four-wheel drivers switched to two wheels, whether it be push bike, electric or motorcycle, overall congestion could drop by up to 40%, and that was on a main input road into Brussels. Not just a UK problem, On the European level, the Mayor of Barcelona about 18 months ago had a vision for the city centre to be zero emission. And where my company came in, with sponsorship from the Spanish authorities, they basically developed a new concept of on two wheels for light electric vehicles called MIAS, which is mobility on an individual level for the urban environment, which is sustainable. Very simple. It's a large wheel, so it handles very well, lightweight electric scooter. It uses the latest Japanese Panasonic batteries, German motor. Who's had their car license for more than 10 years? Probably 98% of people in the room. You can jump on a moped without passing any test, not that we would advocate that, without L plates. If you passed your car test before February 2001, you can jump straight on two wheels. Maximum speed, 30 mile an hour, that's great. Average speed in London is well below 20 miles per hour. Real range in city, 25 to 30 miles, no congestion charge, use the bus lanes, no road tax. Pricing, made in Europe, we can look at fleet business getting down to £2,000 per unit. So there is a real, the product is available as we speak, and there's a real chance, mainly from our point of view, is actually using the current EV infrastructure, which is currently completely not used to its best ability. A few key points to electric two-wheel success. It really comes down to companies and councils, universities, etc., doing staff purchase schemes, very similar to the cycle schemes. EV charging point is absolutely essential. We must have dual points that include two wheels. And the other one at the moment, OLEV, yeah, they're great. They've done huge grants for cars, but there's absolutely nothing on the boards at the moment for two wheels. And then on the retail network side, in Holland, if you go into a cycle shop, that cycle shop is also licensed to sell mopeds. They have a motorcycle shop, and then they have a moped and cycle shop. So, quick summary. Modern city. No matter how many people we convert to hydrogen or electric four-wheelers, if we simply exchange the current cars that are out there, we're still going to sit in traffic, in congestion, getting to work. I'm not saying that two wheels are the solution, but they're a part of the solution to reduce congestion, improve air quality, easier parking, and not only will it improve quality of life for people that travel on the two wheels, but that will free up less congestion for those that are left on the road. Thank you.